What early laws came from environmentalism? Have you ever wondered how the environmental movement began to shape laws in America? In the 1960s, a wave of counterculture and the hippie movement sparked a new awareness about our planet. This was not just about protests and peace signs. It was a time when people started to care deeply about the environment. Early environmentalism led to real changes in how laws were made to protect nature. Before the 1960s, there were very few laws focused on environmental protection. The Rivers and Harbors Act of 1899 was the main law in place. This act was primarily about keeping waterways clear for boats, not about stopping pollution from factories. By the late 1960s, it became clear that this old law was not enough to tackle the new pollution problems caused by modern industry. Public concern for the environment grew rapidly during this time. Books like Silent Spring raised awareness about the dangers of pesticides. Shocking events, such as the Santa Barbara oil spill and the Cuyahoga River catching fire, made headlines and shocked the nation. These incidents pushed people to realize that action was necessary to protect the environment. In response to this growing concern, new laws began to emerge. The Water Quality Act of 1965 was one of the first laws to set standards for water pollution. Around the same time, the Noise Control Act and the Solid Waste Disposal Act were also passed. These laws marked a significant shift in how the government addressed environmental issues. California took bold steps as well. The state strengthened its environmental agencies and imposed fines on those who polluted. At one point, California even halted new offshore oil drilling to protect its coast. By the end of the 1960s, the groundwork was laid for even more significant changes in the years to come. The National Environmental Policy Act, the Clean Air Act, and the creation of the Environmental Protection Agency followed shortly after. The laws from the 1960s played a vital role in making these future changes possible. Looking back at the 1960s, these early environmental laws are remembered as the beginning of a movement that transformed the country. They reflected a time when people stood up for their beliefs, using both protests and policy to make a difference. These laws are not just legal documents. They symbolize a generation's hope for a cleaner, healthier world. For many who lived through that era, these laws are a reminder of a time when activism and idealism could truly change the course of history.